Nothing and nobody will ever hurt you again. Doesn't that sound like a dream? A life where you can stand in the middle of a storm, and the chaos outside can't touch the peace within you. But let's be real, most of us feel battered by the world. A rude comment from a stranger, an argument with someone you love, a setback at work. It all adds up, leaving us feeling bruised and vulnerable. The idea of becoming truly untouchable can feel like a fantasy, but what if it's not? Carl Jung, one of the most brilliant minds of the 20th century, taught us a profound secret. True emotional freedom doesn't come from trying to control the world outside. It comes from mastering the world inside our thoughts, our emotions, and our reactions. The real power isn't stopping people from hurting you, it's in choosing not to be hurt. Imagine this. Someone criticizes your work or makes a joke at your expense. Instead of that familiar sting of anger or embarrassment, you feel nothing, a calm detachment. You think to yourself, that's their opinion. It has nothing to do with me. This isn't about suppressing your feelings. It is about achieving a level of inner freedom where someone else's negativity simply can't find a place to land. It's a powerful mindset shift. And while it takes practice, it begins with one simple realization. Our reactions often say more about us than they do about the person who triggered them. The foundation for this freedom lies in what Jung called the shadow. The shadow is everything we hide from ourselves, our fears, our insecurities, our past wounds. It's the parts of our personality we don't want to admit exist. When we ignore our shadow, it doesn't go away. Instead, it runs the show from behind the scenes. So, when someone says something that hurts us, it's often because their words have poked one of these hidden wounds. That criticism at work doesn't just sting because it's unfair. It stings because it triggers your deep-seated fear of not being good enough. The first step to becoming untouchable is to turn inward and face this shadow. By acknowledging and healing these inner struggles, we take away their power. We stop blaming others for how we feel and start taking responsibility for our own triggers. We realize their words were just the spark, the gunpowder was already inside us. Healing that inner world is what builds your emotional armor. Next, we must embrace radical acceptance. A huge source of our pain comes from expecting other people to act the way we want them to. We get hurt when they fall short, when they're thoughtless, when they don't meet our standards. But here's the truth, you cannot control anyone else's behavior. Life isn't about what others do, it's about how you respond. You can choose calm over frustration. You can recognize that people are flawed and imperfect, and you can accept that without letting it disrupt your peace. This idea is central to Stoic philosophy, specifically the dichotomy of control. The Stoics taught that we should only focus our energy on what we can actually influence, our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. Everything else, other people's opinions, traffic, the weather, is outside of our control. Wasting energy trying to manage the unmanageable is a recipe for constant suffering. By letting go of what you can't control, you reclaim your mental and emotional energy for what truly matters, your own inner state. So, how do we make this practical? How do we turn these powerful ideas into a lived reality? Here are 3 powerful habits you can start today. First, a daily journaling ritual. Every evening, write down 3 things that triggered you during the day. Then, trace each trigger back to a possible connection in your shadow self. Was it a fear of rejection? A feeling of inadequacy? Finally, reframe the experience with compassion. This simple practice builds self-awareness faster than almost anything else, turning abstract insights into real, tangible resilience. Second, practice perspective flipping in the moment. When you feel that sting of being hurt, pause. Take a breath and ask yourself, what pain might this person be projecting from their own life? This isn't about excusing bad behavior. It's about protecting your own peace. Empathy can dissolve anger. You start to see that most insults and slights aren't really about you at all. They're reflections of the other person's own unhealed wounds. Finally, create a detachment mantra. This is a short, powerful phrase you can repeat to yourself during a conflict to anchor your mind. Something like, "Their words are wind, my peace is the mountain," or, "This is not mine to carry." When you feel your emotions starting to escalate, this mantra acts as a circuit breaker, pulling you out of a reactive state and back into your calm, observant self. These habits are accelerators on your journey from being a reactive victim to an unshakeable observer. Another key is to embrace life's imperfections. We create so much of our own stress by chasing an illusion of perfection in a world that is inherently messy. Things will go wrong, people will make mistakes, plans will fall apart. Instead of resisting this reality, learn to flow with it. Accept that setbacks are a natural part of life, not a personal failure. When you can take life's ups and downs in stride, you build a flexible, durable kind of resilience. This leads directly to detachment. Now, detachment isn't about being cold or indifferent. It's about freedom. It's freedom from needing validation from others. It's freedom from needing a specific outcome to be happy. Your worth comes from within, not from anyone else's approval or disapproval. When you release your attachment to how things should be, you can embrace them as they are, without the frustration and disappointment. And the final, most crucial piece of the puzzle is self-compassion. To build an unbreakable inner peace, you must fully and unconditionally accept yourself, flaws and all. When you genuinely love and accept who you are, the words of others lose their power. A criticism or a rude comment can't hurt you because you are already secure in your own worth. It's like wearing armor made of self-love. Nothing can get through. You won't become immune to pain, you're still human. But the pain will no longer define you or control you. It will be a fleeting visitor, not a permanent resident in your mind. The ultimate lesson is this: if you want to live a life where nothing and nobody can truly hurt you, you don't need to change the world. You need to change the way you see it. Master your reactions. Detach from the need to control. Accept imperfection. And above all, nurture a deep and unshakable peace within yourself. You hold the key. The power to dictate your own emotional state has been in your hands all along. If you're ready to claim this freedom for yourself, take a moment to reflect on one thing that triggered you this week. Let me know in the comments how you plan to reframe it. And if this resonated with you, please like this video and subscribe for more on mastering your emotional world. Thanks for watching.